was all there was. 40 years of doing it because that's what it does. When you love a thing completely, it demands the Tuesday, not the Friday night performance, but the grinding every day. Got to the building before anyone else had found the door. Learn the craft the way you learn it on the factory floor. Of whatever your particular devotion happens to be. 40 years of Tuesday, and the Tuesday made me me. 40 years of Tuesday, that's a monument you can't see. 40 years of Tuesday, built from showing up for free. For free at first. For free at first. 40 years of Tuesday, and I wouldn't give one back. 40 years of Tuesday, built the thing I didn't lack. The shortcut to accomplish, build it stone by stone by stone. 40 years of Tuesday, and I built it on my own. Had a friend who wanted only the spectacular and grand. Said the ordinary Tuesday was the losing of the hand of cards you get to play with in this short and spinning life. I said, friend, the ordinary Tuesday is the knife that carves the thing from nothing into something you can hold. The Tuesday is the sculptor, and the Tuesday is the mold. And the Monday and the Wednesday and the whole recurring week is the only path I know toward the particular peak. You're standing on when people say, how did you get to there? I say 40 years of Tuesday, one by one, I'll swear. That's the only road that opened the extraordinary groove. From 40 years of Tuesday and the Tuesday that I knew. 40 years of Tuesday, that's a cathedral in the plain. 40 years of Tuesday, built in sunshine and in rain. In sunshine and in rain. 40 years of Tuesday, and I wouldn't give one back. 40 years of Tuesday, built the thing I didn't lack. The shortcut to accomplish, build it stone by stone by stone. 40 years of Tuesday, and I built it on my own. Now the young ones ask me for the shortcut and the trick, the formula that gets you past the ordinary quick. I look them in the eye and say the trick is there's no trick. The brick is the Tuesday, Tuesday is the brick. Give me all your Tuesdays and I'll show you what they make. Give me all your ordinary Tuesdays and mistake. You put in every morning becomes the thing itself. 40 years of Tuesday, everything is on the shelf. 40 years of Tuesday, and I wouldn't give one back. 40 years of Tuesday, built the thing I didn't like. The shortcut to accomplish, build it stone by stone by stone. 40 years of Tuesday, and I built something of my own. I know what the floor feels been there more than once, in the particular winter of the soul that comes to the man who fronts the confidence he doesn't have and carries what he's broken into every room until the broken finally spoken. Its own language, not in words, but in the weight of getting up in the morning, in the effort it requires to fill the cup with coffee and pretend the day is something manageable, when every morning feels like fighting something not tangible. Grace on the floor, I found it when I couldn't stand. Grace on the floor, when I couldn't understand how anything continues. Grace on the floor, where the proud men never look. Grace on the floor, in the chapter of the book. Nobody reads aloud the chapter about being broken all the way. Grace on the floor, and the grace was there to stay. Something the stages don't advertise. The man behind the velvet voice has had his share of lies. He told himself, I'm fine, I've got this manageable, while the floor was getting closer and the distance tangible. The floor took it in the fall of a year I don't name easily, and what I found there was not what I expected, not the dark. I thought the floor would be, the floor had a particular spark that couldn't live in the standing up and seeming to be fine. Grace on the floor, and the grace was genuinely mine. Grace on the floor, where the humble and the honest go. Grace on the floor, where the only way is up, and so the going up begins. Grace on the floor, where the proud men never look. Grace on the floor, in the chapter of the book. Nobody reads aloud the chapter about being broken all the way. Grace on the floor, and the grace was there to stay. Clearly fighting with the floor, I don't look away. I know the view from close, I know the grace that's waiting there. I know it's waiting for you in that place. The floor is not the ending, this is what I need to say. The floor is where God could finally reach the way down to you, because the standing up was keeping him too far. Grace on the floor, and grace is what you are, where the proud men never look. Grace on the floor, in the chapter of the book. Nobody reads aloud the chapter about being broken all the way. Grace on the floor, and the grace will always stay. river by my grandfather's house ran east without apology. Never asked the bank permission and never checked the chronology of everything it passed. It just kept going with the grade of the land. The river never second-guessed the choices that it made. I've done the opposite for decades, stood beside the water and looked upstream at the miles and miles of who I used to understand myself to be, as if the looking backward made the present any different, made the past less or less unpleasant. River, don't run backward. I've been standing at the bank. River, don't run backward, learning what it is to thank the current. Thank the current. River, don't run backward, and neither should a man. River, don't run backward, learn the lesson if you can. Every mile of water behind you is a mile that built the bank. River, don't run backward, and for that I'll give my thanks. I lost 3 years somewhere inside my 47th turn, standing at the backward-looking station, waiting for my return to something I'd already been, a version I outgrew but kept pursuing, like the outgrown thing was somehow more true than what I was becoming, which is how regret consumes the present tense. It fills the bright and perfectly good rooms of now with all the furniture of then until the now has got no space for living. River taught me how to empty out the furniture and let the current carry what the current carries. Let the past be stationary while the present keeps on moving in the only direction the river runs forward, which is my direction. River, don't run back, and I made my peace with that. River, don't run back, and I'm putting down the bad I've been beating myself with, putting it down. River, don't run back, and neither should a man. River, don't run backward, learn the lesson if you can. Every mile of water behind you is a mile that built the bank. River, don't run backward, and for that I'll give my thanks. Now I walk beside the river and I only look one way, the way the water's going, which is forward, which is today. And everything behind me is the river I've already been. The river that is coming is the only thing I've seen. The man who stands and watches all the water going past is the man who lets the river do the living way too fast for him. The man who joins the current is the man who finds that living in the present is the current. River, don't run back, and I'm finally in the flow. River, don't run backward, and neither should a man. River, don't run backward, learn the lesson if you can. Every mile of water behind you is a mile that built the bank. Hey. Sat on the front step when the western sky went red, counting up the things the morning said would come to dread. The list was long when daylight started, shorter now it seems, like the sundown takes the doubt and swallows all the bad dreams. Watch the color changing from the orange to the blue, and somewhere in the changing something changed in me too. The version of myself that walked through Tuesday carrying the weight felt lighter than he was when he came through the gate. Sundown on the doubt, watch it go below the line. Sundown on the doubt, what was heavy feels more fine, feels more fine tonight. Sundown on the doubt, it'll be dark before it's done, but the dark is just the other side of everything I've won. Through the day, through the long and complicated day. Sundown on the doubt, and the doubt won't want to stay. I've been afraid of the dark before, I'll be honest with you here. Not the absence of the light, but the particular fear of the version of yourself the silence brings to sit beside you when the business of the day has run out of places to hide you from the questions you've been running from since Tuesday of last year. The sundown is the moment when the questions become clear, and clarity is not the enemy of the man who's lived honestly. Sundown brings the questions, and the answers come with honesty. Sundown on the doubt, when the questions find their answer. Sundown on the doubt, when the stillness is the dancer, is the dancer in the room. Sundown on the doubt, it'll be dark before it's done, but the dark is just the other side of everything I've won. Through the day, through the long and complicated day. Sundown on the doubt, and the doubt won't want to stay. Tomorrow's doubt hasn't arrived yet, and tonight is free and clear, and the man who walked through Tuesday is still standing here, a little wiser for the weight he carried and released at sundown, at the moment when the doubting finally ceased. Every sundown is a graduation from the day you just completed. Every doubt that rode the daylight out gets finally defeated by the simple act of lasting through until the red goes gray. Sundown on the doubt, and I'll be back in here someday, but not tonight. Tonight, the doubt has gone away. Sundown on the doubt, it'll be dark before it's done, but the dark is just the other side of everything I want. Through the day, through the long and complicated day. Sundown on the doubt, and the doubt has gone away. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sundown on the doubt, and the doubt has gone away. Sundown, sundown. before the contracts and the handlers and the frame. A fame that put around a boy from nowhere, Mississippi. The thunder in his chest was just a poor kid's heartbeat trippy. With the music and the gospel and the hunger for the more, the Tupelo variety of hunger at the core. It's a different kind from hunger that the comfortable know. It's the kind that builds a fire in the blood and lets it go. Into the world is something nobody manufactured. Something raw and southern and completely uncontracted by anything that came before the first note ever played. Tupelo thunder, and the thunder never fades. Tupelo thunder, it's where the voltage was installed. Tupelo thunder, it's why this voice was called to something. Tupelo thunder, rolling through the decades and the years. Tupelo thunder, louder than the doubters and the fears. The ones who tried to polish what the poverty made wrong. Tupelo thunder, and the thunder is the law. I've been in rooms where people talked about the humble origin, as if the Tupelo was something to apologize and begin the conversation around, as if the poverty was shame. I said the Tupelo is exactly where the thunder came. You want the voice without the Tupelo, you want the church without the congregation, want the song without the lurch in the gut of the performer when he knows exactly why the music matters. Tupelo is the reason and the cry of every note I've sung into a microphone since '54.
Tupelo is not the background.
Tupelo is the core, the raw material that all the stages and the years have shaped into whatever this is.
Tupelo thunder never disappears. Tupelo thunder,
It's the ground beneath the ground.
Tupelo thunder,
It's the first and final sound. The first and final sound. Oh,
Tupelo thunder,
rolling through the decades and the years.
Tupelo thunder,
Louder than the doubters and the fears. The ones who tried to polish what the poverty made wrong.
Tupelo thunder,
And the thunder is the law. Now, when they ask me where the voice comes from, I tell them plain. Comes from a two-room house in winter in the rain. Comes from Gladys singing Sunday morning in the cold. Comes from Tupelo, and Tupelo is gold. Give them all the stages,
give them all the lights,
give them all the lights,
give them all the lights,
give them all the
give
tours,
them all the nights,
give them all the nights.
give them all the nights.
The best of it came from the worst of it that built the man. Tupelo thunder, and that's been the whole plan. Tupelo thunder, rolling through the decades and the years.
Tupelo thunder,
Louder than the doubters Once you leave it long enough, said the audience forgets you when forgetfulness is rough. I said thank you for the forecast, and I put it in my boot. Walked back out into the morning, and I planted a new route. Right in the middle of the thing that they declared already done. Said the concert isn't over till the concert has been won. Won back from every whisper and every written doubt. Comeback highway was still open. I was going out on the comeback highway, where the strong ones find their way. On the comeback highway, where it matters what you say with your feet, with your feet. Comeback highway, running long and wide and real. Comeback highway, you remember how it feels to be alive in the music and the music being you. Comeback highway, and I'm driving straight on through. Head here somewhere in the middle of the decade I won't name, when the energy was absent and the music felt the same. Kinda hollow, going through the motions of the thing, without the fire underneath the thing that makes it sing. Got up on a Tuesday with nowhere particular to be, and I drove until the landscape started meaning something to me. Pulled off on the roadside in the middle of the South, and I sang out to the nothing that was pouring from my mouth. The nothing turned to something around verse 2 or 3. The something turned to fire around the first real key. Change that I felt in my chest, not the one on the page. Comeback highway opens when you sing into the cage. On the comeback highway, where the brave ones find the star. On the comeback highway, where you follow what's in your heart, in your heart, in your heart. Comeback highway, running long and wide and real. Comeback highway, you remember how it feels to be alive in the music and the music being you. Comeback highway, and I'm driving straight on through. Now I'm on the highway, and the highway has no end. Every mile a conversation with the man around the bend, who was me 6 months ago when the highway wasn't showing. I kept driving anyway, because the highway keeps on going. Some people quit at the first sign of the cold. Me, I just turned up the collar of the coat that I was sold by experience, and kept on walking toward the warm. Comeback highway lives on the other side of every storm. Comeback highway, running long and wide and real. Comeback highway, you remember how it feels to be alive in the music and the music being you. Comeback highway, and I'm driving, I'm flying straight on through. final chapter back in '68, they said. Put the crown away, son, all the best years are dead. I stood in front of the mirror in a room outside of town, and the man looking back at me refused to put it down. The weight of what I carry and the music in my chest, the voice that started climbing when they put me to the test. Sat down at the piano in the early morning hours and sang the walls to shaking with whatever else was ours. There's a fire behind these eyes that you will never understand. There's a fire in this body that was built into this man, built into this man. Fire behind these eyes, and it ain't going out tonight. Fire in the backbone, burning everything to light. Every doubt they ever handed me became the fuel I used. Fire behind these eyes, and baby, I refuse. I know what people whisper when they think I'm out of range. I know the way the column inches talk about the change in the voice, in the manner, in the life behind the stage. But the life behind the stage has got a fire in its cage that no photograph has captured and no headline understands. It's the Sunday morning gospel from the preacher's open hands. It's the moment in the music when the music becomes prayer. Fire behind these eyes, and baby, it's still there. There's a fire behind these eyes. You'll see it when I sing. There's a power in this vessel that was meant for something, meant for something more. And it ain't going out tonight. Fire in the backbone, burning everything to light. Every doubt they ever handed me became the fuel I used. Fire behind these eyes, and baby, I refuse. At night when all the voices and the cameras go away, and it's just the man in the mirror at the ending of the day, I look him in the eyes and I say everything is real. The fire is still burning. Can you feel it? Can you feel? This isn't the rehearsal, and this isn't the performance. This is what a man is when the fire finds its purpose. And the purpose is the sing, and the singing is alive. Fire behind these eyes, and baby, I survive. Fire behind these eyes, and it ain't going out tonight. Fire in the backbone, burning everything to light. Every doubt they ever handed me became the fuel I used. Fire behind these eyes, and I will never be refused. to what to change. Said the image needs adjusting and the music needs a range of appeal that they were managing. And I should understand that the king had to be guided by a more experienced hand. I looked at that experienced hand, and then I looked away. Said the only hand that guides his voice is God's. And then I'll say whatever I was built to say in whatever key I'm in. The king don't kneel to management, the king don't give in. The king don't kneel, not to the contract and the clause. The king don't kneel, not to the manufactured applause. Not to the applause. The king don't kneel to the ones who want the tamer version. The king don't kneel, that would be a worse desertion of the gift that any failure or any dark year ever made. The king don't kneel, and that is how the king gets paid. I've been managed and I've been directed and I've been owned by contracts that I signed before I understood the zone. I was entering the business that eats the thing it loves and calls it care and calls it guidance, calls it kid glove. Treatment when the glove is iron and the care is control. I learned it late, but I learned the lesson complete and whole. The voice belongs to God, and what comes after is the man. And the man has got a backbone. The king don't bend the plan. The king don't kneel, not to the people who diminish. The king don't kneel, not before the thing is finished. Not before it's finished. The king don't kneel to the ones who want the tamer version. The king don't kneel, that would be a worse desertion of the gift that any failure or any dark year ever made. The king don't kneel, and that is how the king gets paid. Now I look back on the years that tried to make me something less, and I'm grateful for the spine that told the lesser things to rest. Because the voice I'm singing with tonight was built to fill the room, not to fill the spreadsheet and the quarterly review. Give me all the critics and I'll show them what remains. Give me all the business contracts, I'll show them what sustains. Past every cause and every management decision ever made. The king don't kneel, the king was built to last and not to fade. The king don't kneel to the ones who want the tamer version. The king don't kneel, that would be a worse desertion of the gift that any failure or any dark year ever made. The king don't kneel, and the king has finally been paid. Memphis on a gray November morning, when the river was the color of a life without a warning, that the years were gonna change things in the way they always do. Stood outside the house on Alabama, and I knew something in the soil of this particular block of city, something in the smell of it that wasn't really pretty. By the standards of the places I had lived in since I left, was the most alive thing in my lungs with every breath. Memphis gave me something that I carried every road. Memphis put the gospel and the blues inside this load. I call my voice, I call my voice. Memphis resurrection, coming back to what was true. Memphis resurrection, finding out the real you wasn't lost. It was waiting in the red clay and the song. Memphis resurrection, been inside me all along. Drove past the old Assembly of God on McLemore, where the Sunday morning singing came through every door and settled in the body like it settles in a child, before the world gets complicated and before the wild business of becoming takes the gospel out of you, or tries to polish what the rawness always knew. That the real voice is the one that comes from something deeper than the stage, the voice that makes the audience a keeper. Oh, something they weren't holding when they walked into the room. The Memphis in the singing cuts right through the costume. Oh, the performance finds a human underneath the show. Memphis resurrection, that's the only way I know. Memphis gave me everything before I knew it gave. Memphis put the fire in this voice before the stage, before the stage. Memphis resurrection, coming back to what was true. Memphis resurrection, finding out the real you wasn't lost. It was waiting in the red clay and the song. Memphis resurrection, been inside me all along. Everywhere I go, it's the tuning fork inside me for the things I need to know. Is this real? Is this honest? Does it come from something true? Memphis resurrection, every morning, every time I'm new. The city doesn't know it. It gave me everything I am. Every corner of it living in the music like a song. Memphis resurrection, and I'm never going home, because home has been inside me everywhere I've ever gone. Oh, Memphis resurrection, coming back to what was true. Memphis resurrection, finding out was waiting in the red clay not a hobby and not something for the story. Of real life, the music was the realest thing alive. Before the record deals, before the stages, before 500 people in a room were looking at the boy from Tupelo who couldn't quite contain the thing inside the joy. Raised by lightning, that ain't always what it sounds like. Raised by lightning sometimes means you're living in the strike zone. In the strike zone. Stages and the records and the rooms where people came. Raised by lightning, and the lightning is my name. But lightning is a burden too, I'll tell you what I mean. The gift arise before the wisdom and the years between. The lightning and the management of living with the gift. Our years of trial and error with the thunder as you drift. I was famous in a way that fame wasn't built to hold. At 22 years old, you can't be told what 60 will eventually deliver as the lesson. Every lightning struck young man is still just guessing what to do with all the current running through the wire. That is the life charged up with something higher than the average. And average ain't the problem or the gift. The gift is learning how to carry what the lightning left. Raised by lightning, and the current never quits. Raised by lightning, and the current never fits neatly into ordinary, neatly into plan. Raised by lightning, that's the deal for this kind of man. Raised by lightning, and the lightning left a mark. Raised by lightning, and the mark became the spark that lit the stages and the records and the rooms where people came. Raised by lightning, and the lightning is my name. Current without fearing it. Learn to channel what the lightning gave without the steering it. Of course the course is the music, and the music is the life. And the life was always simpler than I made it in the strife of managing the gift. The gift just wants to be expressed. The gift just wants the stage and the guitar and the rest. This detail is the business, is the noise around the thing. Raise